Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for part two of this whole thing. But guess what? I didn't come alone in this whole matter. I got CJ, I got Iceman, but we're gonna put some more narrative on this Canadian fraudulent dumpster we know as Spec. So, fellas, y'all got the stage.
Well, CJ, you want to start or I'll start?
I'll let you start because I'm drinking water. I want to get my mouth not dry so I can.
So, Fig is trying to get other people involved in drama when they don't want to be in it.
And it's funny that he's going around here right now trying every which way to bring other people involved that we know, and they don't want to be a part of it, and you're running out of options to go to. You're running out of sheer options because they don't want nothing to do with you, you little scrawny little bitch. You little bastard. I mean, how many more people can you run to before you're backed into a corner with nowhere to hide?
Yep.
I mean, this shit has got to end one way or the fucking other. Either it's going to end by slaughter and you coming to the forefront and you leaving other people alone and going your separate way and minding your fucking business, little boy. Or we could take option two and I could pull up on you and really we'll see how you fared then when I hunt your ass down. But that's neither here or there. You run around here, going around the different channels on YouTube, saying this and saying that, going under your fake accounts. Bring your little fake ass account here. See what happens. Bring your little fraudulent ass here. I double dog dare you. Matter of fact, the link is in the dang on chat. That's on Facebook. Bring your little scrawny little ass over here. Join this exposure chamber and really get exposed. Because enough's enough. I've had it. CJ's had it. Iceman probably had it. Dixie and Devin's probably had enough of you. And the rest of us are literally at it with 10 with you. So what do you want to do, Playboy? Are you willing to step up to the plate and get your ass exposed like the real fraud you are? Or are you going to stay running like a little bitch with your head cut off? Sometimes we all got to face the music. And that time is now. But y'all got the floor.
I mean, when is this stupid? Stupid Canadian gonna learn when to mind his own business?
In other words, it's like, when are you gonna be? When are you gonna shut the fuck up? I mean, I'm tired of having the same old song and dance routine pop up every day with you. And it seems like that's all you've been doing is causing commotion and drama for people that don't really want that around them. I mean, hell. You burnt yourself out of so many E-Feds. How many more E-Feds are you going to burn yourself out of now? And if you do have them on your roster, I would strongly suggest getting rid of him immediately. like immediately. But yeah, I know we don't have Giant Storm and everybody else with us, but overtime. It's crazy how this man never learned. He never fucking learned.
Now we're gonna get on the topic that I feel like that needs to be discussed. For years, this man has accused me of everything under the sun. Accused me of, breaking people up. Accused me of breaking friendships up. Accused me of making fake accounts. Accused me of pretty much his shit that he's doing now, but he don't want to come to the front and own up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting sick and tired of it. Like, when you going to actually come to your senses, Feck, and actually tell the truth and quit lying to people, and quit, and for dear God, quit saying that you're a friend of Tyler when you ain't done shit for Tyler. Because the fact of the matter is, Tyler wanted peace. Oh, wait, that's something that you don't know how to do, but you still, to this day, want to start drama.
Yep.
Like, for a man that sits here and says that he's a friend of somebody, and that same person in y'all honest words that y'all keep saying is the type of person that'll put you in your place when it matters the most and stop you from doing what you're doing, you don't even need to be considering that name in your mouth, Beck. But why do you keep it there in the first place? If he had issues with you.
In a minute.
Let's keep that in perspective. Because the narrative right now is you're running around here trying every which way, shape, or form to get out of the ass whooping that your mouth can't catch.
Yep.
And that seems to be what's going on. You're trying to find every which way, shape, or form on the individuals, trying to message them and say this, that, and the third to get you out of a beat down, but you can't run from this beat down, boy. We coming full force and it's coming right at your doorstep.
And then, you had the nerve to say that you're going to piss on Aaron's mom's grave. That was totally low. That was the most disrespectful thing that I've ever heard somebody say to somebody.
Like, why would those words come out of your pathetic little mouth, little bastard? Why? You don't have anything nice to say to people that passed away and gave their lives for their families to succeed out here? Oh, I get it. You wasn't raised respectfully like we were. You wasn't raised with that same integrity. Treat others like they do to you. Well, how about we treat you like a little puppy dog and roll you around like a little bitch and throw you around like a little bitch? How much respect would you have for us then? Hmm? You wouldn't have enough. You wouldn't have that respect, would you? But when the heat gets tough on you, you go running like a little pussy. Like we
Well,
done put belt the ass and basically made you run to your mommy.
what I think needs to happen is I think some respect needs to be beat into him.
I feel like the thing that he needs the most is he needs a real good old fashioned belt the ass, old school ass whooping. The kind of ass whooping that's gonna really beat some respect into his ass. Everybody hold that man on all cylinders. Literally like how my dad did me when I was little. Had everybody held me down. I couldn't run, and they beat my ass.
So I've just went back and checked the chat that we was in with Feck, and Gunshot just said and quoted, "Feck can go piss on a rope."
Oh boy.
See, but you got a lot of enemies, but you don't want to. But you want to keep that same energy and be a pussy and hide like a little keyboard warrior, little faggot you are. But unfortunately for you, sir, your time is gonna catch up to you, and you ain't gonna have nowhere to hide. You're not gonna have nowhere to hide. And when that time comes, don't sit up here and say we didn't warn you. Like I don't get it anymore. I don't get how in the hell do you live with yourself nowadays? Mommy and daddy didn't teach you respect? Or did mommy and daddy sit here and beat your ass senseless?
I tell you what they need to do, and you probably heard this as a kid. His mommy and daddy needs to basically take something, and it's a 3-letter word that says BTA.
Oh, well, I'll say it for you in terms that I know understand it. Somebody needs to take belt the ass.
Yep.
Good old BTA. Somebody needs to severely beat that boy's ass. Senseless. Don't run. Don't hide. Don't nothing. Just a real beating. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Feck. Go to a tree. Pick out a switch so I can beat your ass with it. If that don't help, I'll beat your ass with a broomstick.
I mean, let's just face it. Feck, he wants to call us keyboard warriors, but is what I'm seeing correctly, DJ, and correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a hypocrite saying something to somebody that you're doing yourself?
Oh yeah, most definitely. it goes to show you how many times can you sit back and let the same old song and dance when you played this role as you was in ONW, yet you never wanted to admit nothing. You never came out and open and made yourself notice. You never wanted to question the leadership and everything and this, that, and the third. But you played your position so good that you decided to use your event, use your leverage to get rid of all the people that was thorns in your side to get what the fuck you wanted. You did it to me. You did it to Iceman. You did it to Fed. You did it to CJ. You did it to Ryan. You did it to X, Y, and Z. But you basically didn't realize that the day of reckoning was going to come onto you. And look at all of us now. Who's hiding like the bitch now?
I believe it goes back to that famous little saying. How would I put this? FAFO.
Yeah, fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Because that's all. That's all this is. You want everything to be all about you, but you damn near don't like it when it's on you. But how apparently we like to twist the narrative when it's you doing all the damage. I mean, we warned several groups about you. Oh, they took heed very well. But lo and behold, you decide to show your true intentions. Like, come on, Feck. Where the hell are you, you little rat bastard? Where are you, you pet rat?
Like they always
You were
say.
so quick to run to Dixie, Devin, and all them when you had issues with certain people. But where's that same energy now when it's on you?
Yep.
This goes to tell me you never really had respect for anybody. You don't even have respect for your damn self. Like, let's keep it a buck. You want all this respect, but you're not willing to give it.
In the words of Jacob Fatu, let's keep it 100.
But yeah. But the test lies and made here, Beck. The ball's in your court now. You want to end this like you should? Or as you was posting up the Aaron raids on so many different occasions that you wanted to squash the beef, so on and so forth? This is your moment to come out and make it happen. This is your moment to come out and make that happen. I mean, unless you want to be a scared little coward. I mean, This is live and direct right now in the exposure chamber. The world is going to know about you, fact, and I'll be damned if you are going to sit here and take every little ounce of responsibility and not say that you did what you did. If you can admit the last call that you basically wanted to do that to Aaron's mom, I can only imagine what the hell you have else to say to admit in general. You know? I try to be as respectful as possible, but in this particular situation, you don't deserve that respect. You don't deserve that admiration. You don't deserve to even have every inch of fiber to do the right thing. But you know what? Keep on popping shit. It's gonna get worse before it even gets easier for you, but I guarantee you.
I mean, what's that famous thing that Creed Fisher always said? Talk shit, get hit.
Pop shit, get hit. But since you want to keep popping shit, either two good things can happen. Either you can come up and talk this out like a grown ass man, or we can take it past grown man shit and get into some OG shit and really stomp you where you stand. But also, I've heard from a little birdie that you like to go around here reporting accounts or popping shit at you. I mean, let's be totally honest here. There's a reason why we pop shit in the long run. But you don't want to even sit here and admit when you're wrong. You don't even want to admit when you're wrong. I mean, damn. How bad do you really want to be back in defense? If it was that bad, you would have been admitted everything that you did and not had no problem doing it. Am I wrong?
Nope.
But you like to put people under the bus, right?
I mean, we saw a prime example of that with me, you, and then the last person that's been victim of his stupid shit was Iceman.
Yep.
Like, you like to put people under the bus, right? You like to put all this pressure on people when they don't even need the pressure. But the funny thing about it is, how does it feel that now that same amount of pressure is on you?
Because he tried throwing me under the bus.
And every time you throw somebody under the bus, now look at what's happening now. You getting thrown under the bus as well. But this time for the right reason. It really doesn't make any sense that you sit here and thinking that everything is all high and mighty, but you make this so obviously inconvenient that you're doing this to other people like not only because of reasons, but you making this feel bad for the people in general. You know? But I can't speak for Iceman and I can't speak for TJ, but I can speak for the many people that have a voice that this ain't what the effect community is supposed to be. This ain't what any of us signed up for in the long run. If anything, it's supposed to be about fun. You know? But it don't feel fun now, is it, for you, huh, Faye? When you done throwing how many people under the bus now, sir? And think that you can get away with leeway? You can't get away with leeway if you can't act responsibly. You know? I mean, that same responsibility that is apparently supposed to get you somewhere far. But I don't get it nowadays, right, CJ? I don't get why you have individuals that don't seem to care at all. Not for the people that made him who he is in the E-Fed industry, but also the same courtesy that we showed, you know?
You know, going back to that statement, I think that I truly believe this. The whole reason I think me and you got removed from ONW, I really didn't think it was Dixie and Broski. I truly believe it was Feck, because look what he's been throwing people under the bus lately. Look how he's blaming people, accusing people, and not owning up to his actions.
Mm-hmm.
And
it all seems to add up in the long run. Because my, how everything comes to light, and that same light at the end of the tunnel, it is showing a certain somebody's true intention.
not only that, but I noticed there was one thing that when Feck, messaged Aaron and threw Iceman's name under the bus, I saw what he was doing. I wasn't stupid. Feck was trying to get his way back in because he knew that he got kicked out of...
Yeah, and then here's the other thing about it too, and I've noticed he would always come popping off as Ricky and Yo Chad and whatever the case may be, but every time I was either live or premiering the video, he would never come pop shit off in my channel. Maybe Is it me or is it just that he knew I would pop up on him and he wouldn't like the outcome? You know? Like I strongly feel like he didn't want to have any issues with me in general. And I think this is the price that he paid.
You know, going back on that thing that he told Aaron, and I do recall because Aaron sent me the screenshot. He said that Iceman trapped me in the company. It's Iceman's fault while I was trapped in that company. He threw Iceman's name under the bus. And to be honest, DJ, on this kill shot session, I know this ain't my podcast. Chaotic Syndicate Exposure Chamber. I know this ain't my podcast, but I would love to know as much as you would love to know Iceman's thoughts about what Feck tried to do to him, throwing him.
Oh, take him over. Like Iceman, he has every right to say exactly what's on his mind regarding that situation. And I feel like it's only fitting that Iceman puts it on the table. You know? It ain't much to hide when it comes down to the come down.
Well, you know what I got to say about the Feck throwing me under the bus thing? The truth is that he begged both Dixie and Broski to stay in to come back to ONW when they first kicked him out the first time.
Oh, he
begged them to bring him back.
Just come back.
Yeah. So
well,
all this, I got him trapped in there, and no, that's all false.
You know, I was going through Temu, guys, and I found this thing, and I want to pull this up here because this is actually a good thing that I found that Feck could use. It says, like a good neighbor, stay over there. That's what you need to do, Feck. Like a good neighbor, stay over there.
And it's not a pretty sight, Feck, when it comes down to everything going on. You just can't seem to stay in your own fucking lane now, are you, little boy? Or is it the fact that you can't stay in your lane and you just like to be around trouble? That's your new nickname from here on out. Trouble. Because all the fuck you do is cause trouble and drama. You never want to resolve shit efficiently. But you know what? There's an old saying that is so true. Keep that bullshit over there. If you can keep that bullshit over there and not bring none of us into it, you in smooth sail with my book. But the moment you bring that bullshit over here, it becomes my problem.
What's that old saying? I'm trying to think of that old saying.
Because there's a real saying that we have out here in the streets. Stitches get stitches. Snitches get stitches. And boy, you're treading down thin ice. you're treading on thin ice, Spec. And I'll leave it at that. But you are slowly but surely treading down thin ice. And you're on the road to slaughter, not only with Iceman, but a host of people that really want your head on a silver platter, boy. So either you're gonna stop your shit, or we're gonna stop it for you.
And what DJ means by stopping your shit, quit messaging people like Iceman and people that finally saw the light and don't want to have nothing to do with you. Quit messaging.
Every time that you message, it gets exposed out there to the public to see you for who you really are.
I think that if Iceman's got the picture that he sends you, I think you need to expose him on here. That'd be the way to do it.
I don't have the full service right now, CJ, so I can't really share pictures at the moment. But when I do get a chance to, I will. But in this peculiar incident here, I mean, I'm going to post it up because if people are following my little trusty dusty assistant account, Valera Vega, she will have all the information posted on every one of her social media accounts moving forward to put this Canadian shit turd where he needs to be.
Oh yeah.
But in closing, fact, stop the shit. Reconsider what the fuck you're doing because you're treading on the road where people are going to really hurt you for what you really hurt you.
In other words, Ice Cube, one of my favorite rappers and also movie actors of all time, he has a song that says, "Check yourself before you wreck yourself."
Oh, yeah. And there's a certain line from DMX in one of his songs where he said, I can't forgive, I just can't forget. You on your own, little man. Don't ask me for shit. Now, you done burnt the bridge with ONW. You burnt the bridge with everybody over there. You burnt the bridge with CJ. You burnt the bridge with so many countless good E-Fed owners. How many more bitches are you going to burn before they come out with pitchforks and knives to come chase you down, boy? But I'll let you sit there and be the one that ultimately proves us right. That you've been the one behind the scenes all this time, jealous because of our success, jealous because of you can't pull your strings like we can. I mean, let's keep it a buck here. All the way 100. You want to be us so badly. This is why you made the fake accounts to do what you had to do. But nobody can beat the genuine and authentic. You can't beat the authentic Iceman. You couldn't beat the authentic CJ. You couldn't beat the authentic Ryan Storm. Who could you be able to beat?
I mean,
you wouldn't be able to beat the broth out of a fucking bush, boy.
I mean, the only thing I'm going to say to him, well, last thing I'm going to say to him, and I'll let you and Iceman pick up where I left off, is he couldn't lace up my boots. I mean, if you look on AHW with the hardcore title, I've been killing the hardcore division. He
Oh, I
couldn't do,
know.
he couldn't do what I do. He couldn't do what you do. He can't do what Iceman does. He can't do what anybody does. He is a mark, what we call a wrestling fan. He will always be a wrestling fan because he doesn't get the physiologically behind wrestling. He thinks he knows wrestling when he don't know jack shit. And that's the only thing I got to say because I'm going to head out. But Iceman and DJ, you got this from here.
Yep, no problem, TJ. Thanks for having you on. But here's the thing, Iceman, and this is where I'm gonna solve this right now. You got a track record out here, and it's growing every so often.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you can't do what you have to do. But I dare you, show up in that chat and see what doesn't happen to you.
Oh, in fact,
Bro,
try
go
to show
for it.
up in my chat when I go live for ISCW and see what happens.
That's even another thing. Show up in anybody's chat moving forward. Screenshots will be taken, and your ass is gonna get put in the area that you don't want to be at.
In fact, I've already told you, you're banned from ISCW. You're not allowed back in my company.
See, you're already banned from ISCW, you're already banned from ONW, you're banned from many other EFED companies that don't want to. You tried to go to Ricky Armstrong to go get your car created by Ricky Armstrong. How did that work out for you?
Oh, and then Sec, you want to come on my TikTok today and say I'm a fake Roman Reigns.
See, what he fails to realize is it's a difference between call character and the creator. But if you want to call somebody a fake Roman Reigns, then what the fuck are you in the game? I mean, there's so much that I was about to say, but you know what? I think it'll hurt your little fragile feelings. But you know what? At this point, fuck your feelings. You deserve all this heat that you're getting, in fact. And all because you couldn't learn your fucking lesson.
And he couldn't mind his own fucking business.
Even worse. That little frail ego of yours is getting you to some shit that your ass can't cash. And it's funny. But you know what, man? We let him pop off. Because we pick up on part 3 when it comes down.
Oh, and hey, DJ, I got a question to ask you.
What's up?
Can I come back to Khaotic Wrestling?
We're going to talk about that when I get up out of here.